The Jamaican Observer states deedo nembhard loses 5 properties and 11 vehicles to the state. The Supreme Court yesterday ordered that millions of dollars in assets owned by drug kingpin Norris Deedo nembhard be handed over to the government. As a result, the government now stands to benefit from 5 properties located in St. Anne, including a great house, as well as 11 motor vehicles, including a Mercedes-Benz motorcar and several motor trucks, tractors which were alleged to have been purchased from the proceeds of nembhard's drug trafficking. Nembhard, who was arrested in 2004, was sentenced to 13 years in prison by a U.S. district judge in 2009 following his extradition. Jamaican's Assets Recovery Agency (ARA) in 2011 brought a civil recovery claim in the Supreme Court for forfeiture of properties and motor vehicles owned by nembhard. The convicted drug kingpin did not respond to the claim by filing a defense, and 5 years later, in August 2016, a default judgment was entered against him for his assets to be forfeited to the state. Nembhard then filed an application for the court to set aside the default judgment, but yesterday when the application was heard, the court maintained that the assets should be turned over to the ARA, a release from the Justice Ministry said. In refusing the application, the court noted that the 5 years delay was exceptional and that Mr. Nembhard had not provided any evidence to account for the delay. The court further found that Nembhard did not show that he had a real prospect of successfully defending the claim. The release said, Nembhard, who was one of 2 Jamaicans designated as drug kingpins by the U.S. President George Bush in 2004, was extradited to the USA in 2008, along with 4 other Jamaicans, Rabroy Spy Williams, Glenford Williams, Vivian Daly, and Herbert Henry, a former police corporal. Their cases drew national attention based on the allegations made by U.S. prosecutors that they were major participants in the international drug trade between Jamaica and Colombia. Nembhard pleaded guilty to conspiracy to dispute more than 5 kilograms of cocaine and more than 1,000 kilograms of marijuana, knowing and intending it had to be unlawfully imported into the United States upon reaching the United States, and was initially sentenced to 13 years, but the sentence was reduced to 9 years.